fond memories?
The actors.
Well, Barbara Goodson is my good friend. She had a great party one Sunday.
What was the last time you saw her?
Husband's. I saw her last year. I'll have to turn her on to this. We should do this together. I'm going to give her a call.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I guess 2 quick questions. Number one, I guess in the second season, when you first did Lord Zed, at the beginning of the season, they had you were one of so much of a darker and a more intimidating villain. And then I hear that because you actually scared kids a lot as Lord Zed, that they started to tone you down later, and they did this with like the marriage and stuff like that. How'd you feel about it? How'd you feel about
I didn't like it at all. I thought the character had a lot of integrity. He was totally bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess there's a bad streak in me. I love playing bad guys. I've always grown up, and I'm not handsome. I'm not a matinee idol, and the Power Rangers are all matinee idols. They're all pretty people. So I get my kicks being the bad guy and getting the pretty people. So when they started toning down the character, I just thought, well, it's losing the integrity of the show. That's what makes the show exciting and believable. And when the marriage happened, it was, I went with it, but I had to.
And I guess my second question was, just what was your favorite moment with the character? I mean, was there anything that absolutely sticks out in your mind, and any one line, any one thing you said, or heck, anything you wish you could have said?
I love saying excellent. That was my favorite. I was saying yesterday, I like the episodes in Serpenteria.
Oh yeah.
Those were exciting.
Yeah,
and it was neat flying around in that contraption. Things I wished I could have said. I wish the character would have remained more evil throughout.
Yeah.
I would have liked to. He supposedly, Rita gave him a love potion, which is why he fell in love with her. I would have liked to awaken from that love potion and say, what am I doing?
And now they say they apparently had a son all these years later or something weird like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Rita, they brought in her brother, Rico.
Rito was fun.
Yeah, Rito. What was his name? Rico or
Rito.
Rito. Yeah,
Rito
he was good.
Volko.
Bob Pappenbrook did the voice, good friend of mine. He passed away not too long.
Always calling you Ed.
Oh, yeah, Ed. Yes, I didn't like that.
You didn't.
That's the way it goes.
So you guys just hang out a lot? You and the guy who played Rita?
Yeah, we used to. We used to have a party. Now we get together when somebody dies. It's a
how would you have ended Zed? I mean, instead of...
I wouldn't have ended.
Instead of just turning...
I don't think we want him back.
I would have ended him going off to conquer some other planet.
A peace conference on another planet?
Or a peace conference. Yeah, that would have been nice.
No, he has
I could
to
have bought that.
ruin the peace conference on another planet.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. I used to have dreams of them bringing back the character. I mean, they could bring back the character. But,
You do realize that half the people in this convention probably want that.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants Zed to come back.
At
well,
least.
write Disney a letter. That's the best thing to do. But I was saying yesterday, Disney would probably recast the character. They'd probably complain that they couldn't find me or something. Disney is an awful company to work for. I did a show called Sidekicks. You remember Sidekicks?
Movie or TV
It was
show?
a TV series.
I never got
I
a
did an
chance to see
episode of that with Gil Gerard, who also was, he did a space show. Was he Flash Gordon or? My memory stinks. Anyway, he was starring in it with the kid Ernie Reyes, who was a kung fu expert.
He's in Sequest?
Yeah, I think so. This Ernie Reyes Sr. is a big karate teacher, and Junior is his son. He's probably grown up now, but he was a kid back then. And,
Chuck Norris in it?
that was a Disney show.
Was Chuck Norris in it at all?
Chuck Norris was not in it.
Okay, I'm thinking something else.
Gil Gerard was it. Chuck Norris was, what the name of his show was? It's still on.
Walker, Texas Ranger?
Walker, Texas Ranger, that's it.
You ever wanted to work with Chuck Norris?
A friend of mine did his show. Went to Texas. Yeah, I would go to Texas.
Could Lord Zed take Chuck Norris?
Good Lord, oh, definitely.
I'm sure of that.
Definitely.
Oh, Mr. T.
Oh, sure.
Settled.
Yeah.
You know now.
Let's see, what else can I talk about? We covered the Blob. Oh, I did Star Trek Voyager. I did an episode of that. That was fun.
What did you do with it?
I played Egrid, a character from a planet that's name I've forgotten. We were prisoners on a ship, and we broke out of prison, had a mutiny, tried to take over the ship.
Did for makeup? Or?
Yes. Yeah. I did that show several times as a background artist, because they paid a lot of money. Every time they put you in makeup, they pay you extra. And yeah, the makeup is quite amazing on that show. The gals who do the makeup are just amazing artists.
So that episode's probably on your IMDb, so fans can track it down.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, should be.
If not, we'll find it somehow.
Find it. It's it airs every so often. I get a residual check, so I know it's around or something. Yeah. Yeah, I still get residual checks from a show, Family Matters. I did Family Matters.
Oh.
And I played a Paul McCartney lookalike.
I see the
And
resemblance.
the joke was I really didn't look like Paul McCartney. So that was the joke. That was their sense of humor. And that episode runs every 3 months. I get a check. It's amazing. Sometimes. And I did 2 episodes of The Profiler. Anybody heard of that show? No, that's been around, but still reruns. And I did a bad guy on 18 Wheels of Justice. That was a show that came and went real fast. Real fast. G. Gordon Liddy starred on that show from Richard Nixon fame. Who's got a question?
I don't really have a question, but I just have it scared me.
Huh?
Or that scared me.
Oh, good.
But in a good way.
Good. I mean, that was the idea. That was the idea of it, to make him scary.
I'll contrast that by saying that Lord Zed made me watch the show.
Yeah.
Because I didn't
Yeah.
start till season 2.
Oh,
And
cool.
the fact that you actually beat the Green Ranger was pretty big for me.
Yeah.
Because he's still the best Power Ranger to me, so if you beat him, you could beat anybody.
Right.
Jason rules. Jason rules.
What's the rules?
So, what do you think would win the fight, Jason or Tommy?
I think Tommy had the most skills.
Everybody says so.
Yeah, I think Tommy had the most skills of any of the Rangers. He was the best. He was the best at the karate craft. So couldn't beat Lord Zed though. That's for sure.
Yeah, one-on-one,
Why
nobody
didn't
can
they?
take you.
Why didn't they let you? Well, I guess you weren't in the suit, but why didn't they let Lord Zed get a chance to fight the Power Rangers more often directly? They did it like once, I remember, in season 3.
Yes.
Where you fight the White Ranger one-on-one.
Yes.
And that was awesome for the moment it happened.
That
But
was
they
fun.
didn't do it more.
I don't know.
Was the suit not able to?
The guy who was in the suit was a stuntman. Ed Neal, his name is. And he was very good at the movement. It wasn't that easy to move in the suit, I imagine.